Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Elite series here. And what we're doing here is I found a bunch of R3 spec cars that have racing series in the Elite series that don't have any other cars involved, so you can't unlock them, and you can't. There's no other. They're only in that one event, so you can't go somewhere else to unlock it. So I'm going back to my previous rewards, taking a 20% discount there from previous updates. I never spend those 20%. I save it because I know things like this pop up. And what we're going to get first is the Shelby GT350R R3 spec. So in the last series, the Master tier series, I really liked the 350. So we're going to have another go with this 350 Mustang. So this is, I would assume, is basically that car, but it's the R3 spec. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know if these are like real Racing 3 exclusive cars, but let's check it out. We're going to be doing, this is a Hunter event, so let's see. So doing this is the first time I've driven the car, no upgrades on it whatsoever. It's fast, but it's a wee bit out of control. It's kind of more like the previous car we were driving in the Master Series, but the 500 is a little bit on the edge, this one. I have since put upgrades on it, and it is, it's a bit better with some upgrades on it, especially for the grip type upgrades. So yeah, but overall, yeah, nice car. I like the sort of, I like the dark grey with the black stripes. It's kind of blacked out kind of look to it. It looks really cool. I like that kind of look. If it's not going to be silver, then yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, nice car. And yeah, Hunter event, that is not my favorite event, because I think it's difficult to know, like, are you catching? Like, you might be moving up in position because it only shows you the position in front of you. So right now I'll be driving around and showing me like, okay, 5th place is over there. It doesn't show you all the position. Like, okay, but is that good? To be catching this position at this point of the track, am I doing well? Am I not? Do I need to push more? You never know. But yeah, this is like the very first race of the series, so it's really easy. So there wasn't too much bother with that, but later on in the series, those Hunters can get a bit complicated. And next, the R35 Nissan R3 spec. Same thing, freaking expensive car, 850 gold. Sure, is that what it said? Did it say 850 or 650? I wasn't quite looking properly. Anyway, I'm going back and getting another. You see, I've also got these 15% discounts still hanging about. So, but there I found another 20%. So that's basically your showcase discount right there. So you can't unlock these cars and get your showcase discounts. So we'll just use those 20%. I usually try to use them for cars like this that you can't unlock and get that discount. Yeah, it was 850 gold. We're going to get it for 680. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, friggin' expensive, man. That's 800 gold is like, Koenigsegg territory. Kind of. So well, not a great selection of races, so we'll do a cup race. It's only one lap. That's okay. I don't like to show the cup races too much. They get very long, and honestly, if I'm finding them like these 5-lap cup races, if I find them boring, then it's going to be, I'm sure it's boring for you guys to watch, because it's really, you hit the front and that's it. You're done. You've won. The bots aren't going to catch you. You're going to have to make a mess of your race. Yeah. So anyway, this Nissan, yeah, it's an R35. It's really cool. It's nice. It's a nice car. It's a shame that these R3 spec cars, what I think they should have maybe done here is make one event and then have all of these R3 cars competing in that one event, like all 4 cars, instead of having all separate. And then they could add exclusive series for them if they want to do something where it's, because this is basically just an exclusive series where you don't need to fully upgrade the car. I think that would have been more fun to race them against each other. You know, here you just, in the Nissan you're racing against all the Nissans, in all the other cars you're racing against all those exact same cars to a certain level of PR requirement, and no exclusive series on these cars. So anyway, I think it would have been, I think it just would have been more interesting and more fun if they were all able to race against each other. That would have been better. But yeah, who knows why they didn't do that. That was maybe still fire monkeys. Speaking of developers, there's a bunch of developers out there that you can check out. I don't know who they are. I didn't read into it too much. But what I can tell you is Real Racing 3 Project Resurrection, they're calling it, to kind of exactly what I was kind of hoping for is, as we're looking here at the Jag C-X75 R3 spec, we're going to do the same thing to buy the Jag, find a discount, because that's 900 gold. At least that looks like it might be worth 900. Anyway, Project Resurrection, a bunch of devs have basically made an APK that they say is going to be like an update. So you install the APK and it allows you to carry on from your save file, carry on playing the game offline, single player, after a few days' time when EA shut the game down. So we'll still be able to do it. And they're saying things like Motorsport. You know, Motorsport has that daily earnings cap where you can only earn, it's $1 million today now, but it used to be only 250,000. And that, you have to connect to the server to have that reset every day. They fixed that, so you'll be able to earn $. So that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of stuff. If you go and check it out, there's a YouTube channel, and it'll lead you to, you can find links there to Reddit discussions and things. You can go read up about it. It looks promising, I'll say that. We'll have to see, probably as we're recording now, probably next week, maybe by the weekend, but probably only next week if the APK is available, and download it and see, and just try and make sure that if you do look into something like that, make sure you're downloading it from like the real file, because there will be, I promise you, because there are assholes in this world. There will be Real Racing 3 Project Resurrection APKs out there that are not the real deal. They look like it, they're going to feel like it, they're going to play like it, but they're going to have malware or spyware or some weird shit in there. So just be careful when you're downloading APKs. But I don't know how it's going to be. I'm just pointing you towards the YouTube channel. You can go check it out and make up your own mind from there. If you download some dirty shit, yeah, do so at your own risk. But yeah, I'm interested to check it out, and I'm sure they'll have instructions up on their webpage or whatever, wherever we're going to download this thing from, like to clearly tell us how this thing patch APK is going to work. They say it works like an update for the game, and there's going to be a lot of other stuff. They've got like the game, in the videos at least, the game looks better, and it's running at like 60 frames per second, but like they've made enhancements. It looks like as if EA should have just given the game to these devs instead of Slingshot, because Slingshot killed the shit out of this game. This game, I think this game died about 3 years ago or 4 years ago when EA gave it to Slingshot, because that should have been the sign that this thing it's over. Because I don't think Slingshot know much about developing games, to be honest. If you look at their website, oh my word, it's just gambling games, man. They know a lot about making money, I'll tell you that much, probably why EA likes them so much. But in terms of actually making a game that's like fun to play, they're freaking clueless. You can tell by their updates. They were adding cars into the update that were in the update a few months ago. So anyway, that was the Jag while we rambled on about Project Resurrection. Here's a more reasonably priced Lamborghini. That Jag is awesome, by the way. I've been driving some more of it with upgrades on it. Yeah. I like it. That is a cool car. Now, the R3 is a bit different. The Lamborghini R3 is a bit different. This has an event in Season 1, I think it was, and I've gotten to the point I need... you see, I've been driving that Countach reboot remake thing, and I've gotten to the point where I just need one more trophy, and I'll actually unlock the R3 and get the showcase discount, so I'll show you that. I'm going to do a quick head-to-head race here. This is... Luckily, I found this, because otherwise I would have spent another one of my discounts, if I have any left, or I would have put a 15% discount on it at least. But yeah, no, I did. I checked out, are any of these cars available in any other events? I couldn't find any. So, but I did find one for the to be able to unlock this the R3 Lamborghini. So here we are. I think this is the Hurricane STO. I think it is. They were driving here. Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Yeah, great track. This great track. This is a track that should be in like every single racing game. You know what track I'm interested to see on Friday is the MotoGP boys going around the new track in Brazil, the Ayrton Senna track. Of course, a track in Brazil, of course it'll be named after Ayrton Senna. I know there's one named after Nelson Piquet as well. But this is a new track. I haven't seen this one before. At least I was looking at the layout of the track and I was like, oh well, I haven't seen that before. So I'll be interested to see how hopefully provides, got a nice big long straight for the slipstreaming and all that, so hopefully provides some good racing too. I think it's Diego Moreira there, that he's Brazilian, I think, or is it Rueda? I don't know, there's a Brazilian fellow there, I think he's in Moto2, that Brazilian fans will be cheering on. So yeah, good for them to have a Grand Prix. That's cool. No Argentina though, I think there's troubles with the track in Argentina, I'm not too sure. And Qatar has been cancelled because, well, there's some upset in that part of the world, unfortunately. And F1, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia also cancelled. So, upset in the world there. Actually, I think the Qatar MotoGP has just been postponed, not cancelled. Anyways, we completed the race and we got this car with this absolutely shit livery. That just looks bloody awful. This looks like it crashed into something built in Minecraft or something. It's awful. I tried to see if there are other liveries and stuff, but it's not. There's no others. You can't change the livery on this car, but you can. This has got one of those things. not even going to try and explain how it works. But I think once you've completed the series, as you go along, you earn trophies, you can win liveries for it. So I think that's how it works. There's that other Nissan thingamab, she's a BNC thing car that had the same thing as like a sponsor thing. I don't know what they were trying to do there. But as you go along and win gold, silver, bronze trophies, or any trophies really in the series, you get new liveries. So I can't wait to do that so this car can look better. And yeah, that's our 4 new Elite R3 cars. I'm going to crack on and see how far we can get in this game by Thursday. And yeah, I'll keep you updated with the progress. And until then, have a good time all the time, guys. Cheers.